Allora, scusate ragazzi, ma a me si incanta perché se mi telefonano mentre they are calling me or they sending messages and so everything. I'm watching, looking at the messages and watching them, and I can't go on. I forget what I'm saying. I was saying, I think that we have the difference between brutality and whiteness, darkness and whiteness. Darkness might refer to well, to Africa, to people who are black. Black people, the blackness of inhabitants, but also to the mystery of human soul, because in fact we don't know Marlowe very well. We don't know about him. We thought at first people, the other characters, knew to have knowledge of Marlowe, but they didn't, because Marlowe was not a good person, but he was, on the contrary, he was a black part. He was really eager of ivory, of gold, of money, and he misbehaved. He was also violent towards the people in Africa. Whiteness, on the contrary, is the color of ivory, of the thing that of the merchandise and the object of desire in Africa, and it is also the color of Europe, of civilization, what is supposed to be civilization at the time of Victorian and post-Victorian age, but which was not civilization, because they were behaving in a really violent way towards the rest of the world. And we have the same behavior also in The Secret Agent. The Secret Agent is very mysterious, because in that novel we have the main character who is a secret agent, but nobody knows about it, not even his wife, and his role is aim is to organize an attempt, and it's got a lot of armies. He wants to organize an attempt, but he can't. In the end, he will be found guilty. So it's about espionage, political espionage, novel espionage. The style he uses, Conrad uses, is very interesting, because he starts to have a style of time shift. So it's not linear, never linear. It shifts from one part to present to past continuously, because it's made of remembrance. The novel is made of remembrance. It's a very short novel if you want to read it in Italian, because in English I sure it's not very clear, just because of the many words belonging to the dictionary of the travels of the sea. So they're quite peculiar. They belong to that peculiar but it uses two narrators, and the one is Marlowe, who is the narrator who has the story and goes on in the story, and the other one is an external, an anonymous passenger who is on the ship and watches him and tells what he sees, and it describes him, describes Marlowe, even from the beginning, from when he starts telling the story. So the story told by Marlowe is limited because it's got its own point of view. And this point of view is shifting from past to present continuously. And in the meanwhile, we have other elements, in the framework. We have other narrative elements which describe the story, Africa, the way the jungle is. So it's not in many chapters, not very long. It's not very long, but it gives us a complete view of the environment of the life which was which people were living there, and of the relationship between England or Europe and Africa. And if you consider that it was just not even 100 pages, it was transformed, and later on it became a very long movie and interesting movie. So it means that there is a lot to analyze, and the eye of Conrad analyzed nature and people as well.